Hello and welcome back to my channel, She Says Happiness. I'm Mary Ellen and I'm sitting here deliberating, procrastinating. I'm packing for a few days break in Edinburgh, so I'm actually heading off for work purposes. There's like a 1.5 day conference that's happening, but I thought let's have a day before the conference and a couple of days after and get my little man along for the ride. So I have to bring Simon along too. Someone needs to look after him on the Thursday and the Friday morning. But other than that, I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a break and showing Henry some of the sights and sounds of Edinburgh, a city I absolutely adore. I'm quarter Scottish, so I think I'm right at home there. But I thought it's been a while, as it always is these days, because my work-life balance, as I probably moaned about in my last video, doesn't exist at the moment, and work has just taken on a life of its own. I don't know. I'm kind of glad I have the work ethic I've got, but at the same time I look at other people going, how do you swarm through life without like actually investing something? And I love my work. I believe that my work is incredibly worthwhile, so I do throw as much as I possibly can into that. But sometimes the balance isn't just what you would like it to be, because certain circumstances arise and your attention's just needed somewhere for a more sustained period of time than you would like, but it's got to get done somehow. So yeah, I've been compromising over the last 4 to 6 weeks, but this little break should hopefully get me back into a different mind frame and focused on all of the fun stuff and all of the Henry stuff. And that's not to say he hasn't been having the best time, because obviously weekends are still sacred. My work does not intrude on those. And with the spring approaching, we've been out and about and having our day trips and yeah, going to the little farms and all those little things that little boys love to do. So over to Edinburgh tomorrow, leaving first thing in the morning. I think everything's just about packed except this, which is behind me. I'll chat to you about this in just a second. Whenever we catch up about actual sewing and I stop complaining about my lot in life, which I have chosen at the end of the day. I chose to be a full-time mom and a full-time career girl, so like we gotta juggle it, haven't we? Anyhow, there has been some sewing taking place, and in my last video I was sharing with you the Cinnamon Daisy Studio Willow dress. Well, I'm sorry, but the two that I made weren't enough. I absolutely love that pattern. The fit is so good, it's so comfortable, it's just beautiful. I love the puff sleeves. I've always loved a puff sleeve, but I particularly like the puff sleeve on that dress. I just feel like it sits so perfectly, it fits so well, and I love the way it's finished, so the elastic isn't right at the bottom of the sleeve. Really like that. So I have made a couple more, and as is standard for me, I love my Liberty, particularly my Liberty lawns. So if I get a pattern that I love, the Liberty gets brought out and I make a selection and I make that pattern in that fabric. So this time I got the gorgeous fabric that was released when Wicked hit the cinemas, and it sold out so fast. There was also the tulips, which I really wanted, but by the time I got signed in they were gone. But I did manage, and I'll pop the picture in so you can see it, I did manage to pick up 3 meters of this. And God, I wish I bought 6, because I know I want to make basically something else in that same fabric, but I doubt very much I'll ever get my hands on that, so we'll just have to go with what we've got. So here it is. It's my Willow dress made in that beautiful collab with Wicked, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I just think this real art deco vibe is me. I love it. I just, yeah, it's my colour too. And even though I don't have my vibrant red hair that I once had, although I'm hoping to get that back soon, I've been going through a rebalance where everything's very subtle, but I miss that vibrant copper so much. So I'll have to speak to Sophie at the end of the month when I go to get my hair done to see if she can bring me back to life. But yes, greens are my colour, so love it. Made, again, the little matching hairband. I love making a matching hairband, and also because the scraps from my Liberty are just too nice to throw away, I like to use them up in whatever way possible. And there is a little bit left, so I had a couple of people say to me about the hairbands. I'll probably make a couple for others, just because I can be kind sometimes. I'm kind of a bitch sometimes too, but selectively. So anyhow, then I decided I was going to go to this conference in Edinburgh, and as part of the conference there is a gala dinner, which they say smart casual, and I'm like, what the hell is smart casual for a nice dinner? But it also stipulated long skirt, short skirt, and I was like, God, okay. Luckily for me, I wear dresses all of the time, otherwise I'd have been a bit affronted and insulted by that. But yeah, I had this beautiful fabric here, this gorgeous gold with this beautiful wine and deep teal on it, and I figured this would be lovely for a gala dinner. And also there's a possibility I need to pick up an award, fingers crossed we win, so I wanted something that was a little bit more glamorous. Again, 2 secs. I can stretch. I've made the hairband to go with, which means I can happily pin my hair up for the evening and it'll still look quite smart. I need to pick out some accessories to pack as well, but I have no shortage of those. Again, it's a really simple bow hairband. Really, really easy. I literally drew a template for myself and then adjusted it to fit. Wasn't very, very difficult to do. So yeah, I have quite a few of these now, and I like them, particularly in the spring and summer months when it's a little bit warmer and you just want the hair out of the way. So again, the Willow dress, this time I've opted to use gorgeous velvet ribbon for the ties instead of trying to make my own straps from metallic fabric that just frays everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's still gold sparkles all around this room if I start to look. But yeah, I thought the velvet elevated it just that little bit, and it even built more into the textures. And the fabric itself has beautiful texture, so if you look there, you can see that texture in the colours. And kind of like the threads almost look unfinished, but I really like it. So that's what I was making. And then I also made a couple pairs of pajamas. So I was doing a massive clear out of my wardrobe, and that involved every part of my wardrobe, including nightwear, which was brutally gone through. And I just didn't really like any of it anymore. So I need to replace things. So I've made a couple pairs of PJs, which are in the suitcase to go away. One is a very nice lightweight viscose jersey pair. So it's white, little heart prints. I'm gonna have to take a picture. Need to take a picture before I upload this video and show you. And the other was a cotton jersey. So yeah, the fabric I got, the hearts I think was from Rainbow Fabrics, and the cotton jersey was from Good Stitch Goring, and it's these gorgeous little cats with balls of wool. And as someone who now and again indulges in a little bit of knitting, I thought they were really, really cute. So I've got those, they're packed too. And apart from that, there hasn't been any more sewing. When I kind of like think about my frame of mind, I'm impressed that I even got that much done. So definitely looking forward to having these few days off. And of course, when I come back on Sunday, I don't have to worry about going to work on Monday because it's St. Patrick's Day. So yay, a little bit of a bonus there. And of course, I have to come home for St. Patrick's Day. I need to be able to bake my chocolate Guinness cake. It's like tradition around here. So anyhow, I remembered whenever I was uploading my video maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know, it couldn't be 3, right? That I'd also created my floss tube video and it hasn't uploaded. I'm only noticing that now. So I've got about half an hour to myself, I think, and then I'm going to go and get Henry because we need to drop the dogs off at the doggy hotel. And I hate that part the most, but they're really comfortable and they're quite happy from the look of it. So I don't feel so guilty. They've been there now 2 or 3 times whenever we've been on holidays, and there's been no issues at all. But I think the part of me that hurts the most sometimes leaving them is that Gatsby is like, I mean, he's over 12 years old, so I always have that fear that something will happen, and I hate that fear, but it's a very real thing. But hopefully they'll be happy, and hopefully they'll enjoy the break as well, playing with other dogs as well. Gatsby not so much, but Tilly and Oreo will like that. Anyhow, I'm gonna go and edit these, so there's something to leave before I disappear, and hopefully when I get back, maybe even on St. Patrick's Day, I'll get the chance to do a little bit of stitching then too. But wherever you are in the world and whatever you're up to, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're enjoying some projects of your own. I'll be back with you soon, I hope, and until then, all the best, happy sewing, bye bye.